Hello and good day everyone. So in this short video presentation, I am tasked to collect image or video about the rule 7 and 8 and then discuss it with a minimum of 2 minutes each rules. So without further ado, let's start. So let's start with the first rule, which is the rule number 7, or risk of collision. Risk of collision. So, paragraph 1. Every vessel shall use all available means appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions to determine if risk of collision exists. If there is any doubt, such risk shall be deemed to exist. Paragraph number 2. Proper use shall be made of radar equipment if fitted and operational, including long-range scanning to obtain early warning of risk of collision and radar plotting or equivalent systematic observation of detected objects. So with that being said, you need to systematically observe the radar in every period of time to determine if collision may exist, because it may lead to serious collision between the two vessels if there is no early collision warning. Paragraph number 3. Assumptions shall not be made on the basis of scanty information, especially scanty radar information. Now, in this situation, you also need to systematically observe the radar, because scanty information is basically an incomplete information. So, you need to seriously take action to avoid unnecessary situations. Now, on the first paragraph, under the fourth paragraph of risk of collision, such risk shall be deemed to exist if the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. So, let us just imagine that these two prescribes that I have here is vessels. So, this one is going straight, and this another one is going to the left. Now, if their bearings is not appreciably changed while sailing to their desired um, directions, it may lead to a serious collision. So, let's move on to the other one. Such risk may sometimes exist even when an appreciable bearing change is evident, particularly when approaching a very large vessel or a tow, or when approaching a vessel at close range. So, with that being said, let us just imagine that this one is a very large vessel. So, to measure the bearings of these two, this one needs to look for the bow of this vessel. Now, even when the bearing change is evident, collision at sea may happen or may occur while they are sailing to their desired directions. I think that will be all for the rule number 7. Now, let's move forward to the rule number 8. On the first paragraph of the Rule 8, or action to avoid collision, it says that any actions to avoid collision shall be taken. So, meaning to say, we should do anything, or we must do anything to avoid collisions at sea and avoid unexpected situations. And with that being said, we also need to apply good seamanship. Now, on the second paragraph, we need to avoid small alterations that is not visible or noticeable from the other ship, but instead we can make one alteration, or single alteration that is visible from the other ship, so that they can notice that our ship is taking actions to avoid collision. So on the third paragraph, alteration of course alone may be the most effective action to avoid close water situation. So I think it is connected to what I have said earlier, that one single alteration uh, could be the most effective way, and uh, for the other vessel to notice that our ship is taking action to avoid collision or unexpected situation. So on the fourth paragraph, action to avoid collision with another vessel shall be carefully checked. So as per advice, we need to check time to time that until the other vessel is passed and clear. On this paragraph, to assess the situation or avoid collision, we could do slacken our speed or stop our vessel from where we are supposed to go until the way is safe and clear. On this paragraph, the vessel is required to not impede to passage or safe passage of the other vessel. So now, for instance, we are having a cross situation. Now, to not impede the other vessel's safe passage, the other vessel should take an early action, which is to allow sufficient sea room, and by doing that, the other vessel is not impeding the safe passage of the other vessel. On this paragraph, to take an early action to not impede the other vessel's passage or safe passage, just like for example, we are having a cross situation again. Now, the other vessel should do the bow alteration and position the vessels on the parallel, so the other vessel may notice that this vessel is taking action. I think that will be all for the rule 7 and the rule 8, and thank you and God bless.